This is the Hybrid X, all new for 2025 here from Excalibur. This is their most powerful crossbow yet. Stick around, we're gonna get into it. Should be a fun video. What is going on, guys? Gavin here at Brookwater Archery, and I finally got some of these Hybrid X's in from Excalibur. This is new for 2025 here. Now, this is very similar to like a Rev X, but it's shooting higher speeds at 430 feet per second with their 400 grain arrow there. I shot it through our Garmin downstairs to see what it was shooting at. You're gonna see this is a pretty crazy new design here. It's actually a reverse draw crossbow with the cams out in front, and then their HO recurve limbs here on the side is what they're calling them. You'll see that they have their Overwatch scope on here, very similar to that Rev X. Basically, they took a Rev X and then kind of mashed it up with their Micro Series line of crossbows like the Mag Max and whatnot, and made a more compact, faster shooting crossbow here with this Hybrid X. Now, if you guys are familiar with something like a Rev X and their sled system here, this has the ceasefire trigger box in here with the integrated crank, the handle right here. So you just slide the trigger box on down to the string, click it on your string, and then take your crank handle here, put it in the slot, and then just kind of crank your bow back as needed. And then right here, it just kind of slips into your stock back here, kind of out of the way so you guys don't have to worry about it when you're hunting. And then when you go to pull it out, you just hit that little release there, and pulls right out of the stock and kind of stays out of everybody's way. The Hybrid X is gonna come with four 400 grain arrows here, and then a 4 arrow quiver to go along with that as well. Now you'll see this has a different knock on here. It actually kind of clicks into the trigger box here, which is nice. Kind of gives you some confirmation when you slide the arrow in there. It kind of clicks in now. And then obviously their ceasefire, anti-dry fire trigger box in here, so you guys won't have to worry about dry firing your bow or any of the complications that would come along with that. So the Hybrid X here, the goal was to keep it compact while keeping the speeds up. So when you cock the bow back from tip to tip of these limbs here is 10.8 inches. So it's not like it's super big and bulky out of the way while still keeping that speed. And then 5 inches axle to axle of your cams here. And then overall length is right at 29.5 inches. So a good size here. It's not like it's gonna be getting in the way of any tree limbs or anything in your tree stand or bumping around in your blind or anything like that while keeping that 430 feet per second speed. Now, what makes Excalibur so special, if you guys aren't familiar with them, is their DIY serviceability. Now, for most crossbows, if something happens to your bow, let's say you need to change out some strings or cables or something like that, you would need a bow press, right, to compress the limbs, switch out your strings, and kind of go about your business. But with Excalibur, you don't need that. You don't have to have a bow press or anything to change out your strings, which makes it nice for, let's say you're out west on a hunt, and something happens to your string and you need to work on your bow. You don't need all that fancy equipment. You can just bring an extra set of strings and kind of put them on your bow and continue on with your hunt without ruining your trip. Now, that's gonna be all for this video. This Hybrid X just kind of recently released here, so I wanted to kind of get a quick video out to you guys, showing you guys that we had them and just some basic information. If you guys want some more information, feel free to give us a call here at Brookwater Archery at 574-773-0306. They should also be on our website here soon to check them out there at www.brookwaterarchery.com. Now, we're gonna be taking this bow out to the range here very shortly later this week, seeing how it's shooting and getting that video out to you guys, so keep an eye out for that as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys on the next video here soon.